All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a quick video here just to kind of recap the AMA yesterday. Forex did a phenomenal job laying out the game plan or the roadmap for the next really for the next quarter, this last quarter of the year, moving into 2023. And yeah, for the next year and a half, it seems that the ecosystem, the Drip Network ecosystem, will be releasing products throughout the next year and a half, which is amazing. So I'm going to go through kind of a recap here. I'll give you the play-by-play. I'll go over the post that I put over on my Telegram when the AMA was going on. If you were in our Telegram, then I was kind of giving a play-by-play or a commentary of things that I liked. I actually liked the whole thing, but obviously I'm not gonna post for 2 hours straight. But there was some things that were highlighted that I really liked. So we'll go over that, okay? Of course, it goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you're going to get into crypto or anything where you can create passive income, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Because again, anytime there's opportunities for gains, the flip side of that is the potential for a loss. It's just the way it is, okay? No risk, no reward. Okay, high risk, high reward. That's how it works. So again, only put in what you can afford to lose, and of course, as always, do your own research. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So first things first, guys, let's take a quick look here. Let's go into my Telegram. And you can see here they actually did a preview of the brand new UI. Okay, the brand new UI of the Animal Farm. I actually like the current UI. I was actually okay with the old UI, but I could see where they're going with this. They really want to make it look more professional, more of a Charles Schwab look is what some people have called it. But yeah, you can see here it's smooth. It's very nice, very elegant. The color scheme is really nice. Let me make this bigger. And from the front page right here, you'll be able to see the TVL, the BUSD TVL. You'll see the pools, the APY that each of these pools are paying. You can see here again. These don't hold this. Don't hold me to these numbers. This is just a preview pick. But once this thing goes live, you'll be able to track the APY of the dogs pool, the BNB pool, the BUSD pool. You can see what the APY looks like and the TVL. You'll be able to also see the farms and what they're paying out. And then you'll be able to kind of see some of the different components of the animal farm. And obviously, you'll be able to go into the pig pen, the piggy bank. Also, the drip garden is going to be up here. Be interesting to see what that looks like. Then here you're going to have a swap. And then here you can, I guess, credit is I guess something new that's going to come out later on down the road. We'll have to wait and see. But you can see here that it's very nice, very elegant, very slick, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So, he was going over. He actually went on for about I don't know 2 hours maybe. It was very informative. But we'll cover and highlight some of these most important points, or at least the ones that I took away from it. So real quick, guys, September 15th, that is the day that the dogs crediting will take place. Now, it's going to take place on the old website, the original website with the butterfly. Some of you guys like that butterfly, right? But yeah, on September 15th, that's when the dogs crediting will take place, okay? Um, Now, that's not when the farm is going to launch. The farm is actually going to launch on October 18th. What's going to happen on the 15th of September is just the dogs crediting. And again, the reasoning behind that is you don't want to launch the site and start marketing when the dogs crediting is still taking place, right? Because then people are going to want to get some information. People that are brand new to the ecosystem, they're going to jump into the Telegram. And instead of seeing exciting, things that are exciting or what's coming up, they're going to be looking at, people asking questions about the crediting, and that's not good. That's not good for marketing. You don't want people to see that, or at least that's the first thing they see when they jump into the Telegram. So what Forex wants to do is he wants to have about a month go by before the launch so that all the crediting is done. There's obviously going to be some marketing that's going to be done by community members. Of course, there's going to be ongoing content as this is happening. But on the 18th of October, when the farm goes live, all the crediting should be done. And then they're going to turn on the paid advertising which is going to be massive. And so when people come to the Telegram, they're not going to see anything about the crediting because that crediting is going to be complete. Now, real quick, guys, when this crediting takes place, you can see here we're going to have about a month to get it done. I don't know the exact time frame of when the dog's crediting window is going to be open. It might be a week. I don't think Forex is going to leave it open for the entire month, but whatever it is, maybe it's a week, maybe it's 10 days. Get if you're gonna, if you're someone who fits into the category of, getting this crediting done, get it done. Like just get it done, get it over with. There's so many people that even today hit me up and say, "Hey, I have funds in the Animal Farm V1. Can I move it over to V2?" I mean, that's been done like months ago. Like you got to stay on it, guys. If you're, putting your funds into something, at least stay on it, right? I mean, don't let so much time go by. So I mean, just get it done. It's probably going to take about 10 seconds for you to get it done anyway, so it's not a big time commitment. But on September 15th, when it opens up, get your crediting done if you're someone who needs to get that done. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is on October 18th, the farm is going to go live. The farms, the pools, et cetera. That's going to go live. Okay. Now, again, hopefully we'll stay on schedule. If something goes up, if something happens, because this is DeFi, guys, this is business. This is, you know, have that October 18th date, have it kind of loosely in your head or put it loosely in your calendar. It might be, a day after, 2 days after, I don't know, but around the 18th is when everything is going to happen. And I think Forex has everything scheduled out. So I think he's going to stay firm on that date. Because again, if that gets pushed back, then everything else will get pushed back. And he has about a year and a half to 2 years worth of planning and products that he wants to release. So very, very exciting stuff. So October 18th, mark that day on your calendar, right? Put it in pencil. Okay. But October 18th is when the farm will go live. Now, if you're going to get into the farm, guys, of course, there's anytime you get into the farm is going to be a good time. But of course, if you can get in early, get in early. That way you can start, creating that passive income. You can get to that break even point, all that good stuff. It always pays to be early in anything in crypto. Okay. So it says here banner ad campaigns on major crypto and DeFi sites, social media adverts, and major push on YouTube. So there's going to be a lot of advertising and promotion leading up to the 18th. But on the 18th, when the farm goes live, that's when the paid advertising, the paid promotion will be turned on. Okay. And it seems like Forex has a lot of stuff in the works, YouTube ads, uh, banner ads on every major crypto site, every major DeFi site, major influencers on Twitter. Um, I think over a dozen Twitter Twitter influencers that are going to be pushing Drip and this farm launch. At least a dozen of them have each 1 million followers. Okay, so that's going to be huge. Okay, so there's going to be a big push, not only on YouTube from content creators talking about the launch and the ecosystem. There's also going to be paid advertising through YouTube ads and also major influencers on Twitter talking about it. So that's going to be pretty massive. Now, cool thing about it is the momentum from the Animal Farm launch, right? All this marketing is going to bleed over and carry into the launch of Scratchy. So again, that's why he wants to kind of space it out a little bit, but not too far spaced out, just so that the marketing will kind of bleed in, the momentum will kind of bleed into the launch of Scratchy, where that's going to be massive as well. Okay. So here's the focus. This is what he said the focus was. He said the focus for the last 4 months of 2022. There's going to be a hyper focus on launching the Animal Farm, obviously, and Scratchy. And then moving into 2023, the focus will be on privacy, insurance, and lending products. So again, that's gonna be a whole other, what's the word I'm looking for? A whole other genre of products that we're going to be able to capitalize on, make passive income from, and all of that's going to benefit the current products that we have. Obviously, if you're holding a ton of drip, which that should be a focus of yours, this is going to be all beneficial for you. By the way, all of these things that he's talking about, all great stuff, all bullish. not going to help you unless you're holding, a nice big bag of drip. People that are holding a nice big bag of drip and are building their bags right now, those are the people that are going to benefit mostly from this. Okay. So again, don't wait till all of this starts happening. Don't wait till 2023. Start building now. Okay. Um, so here's just a little bit of my commentary. It says your Forex and drip ain't going anywhere. He's planning out 2023 and beyond. When you have a dev that's talking about long-term vision, that's a very good thing, right? Obviously, there's, you know, crap devs out there with crap platforms that all they're thinking about is, next week or next month or how they can have a cash grab in a month or two and then, peace out, right? He's talking about the next year and a half, 2 years, launching these different products. And from what I understand, a lot of these products are done or close to being done. So this is not like pie in the sky. Hey, we're going to do this. These products, he's been building these products all along in the background. And now it's just time to kind of launch them over the next year and a half or so, year and a half to 2 years, after being quiet for about 5.5 months. So again, very, very powerful. So it says here, I posted Animal Farm launch is October 18th, and then the Dogs of Fortune game, which we've talked about in the past. That's a game that's going to be built on top of the Pig Pen. That game is going to launch around 3 weeks after with its own website and UI, although it will be built on top of the Pig Pen, which will raise the value of both the Dogs of Fortune game and the Pig Pen. Okay, so if you're a holder, if you're someone that has a big position in the Pig Pen, you should be excited. And then the new drip UI will go up, and then Scratchy will launch a few weeks after, I believe. And don't hold me to this. Maybe you can post underneath if you know. But I believe he said Scratchy. The game plan is to launch it before the end of the year. Okay, so again, that's kind of the timeline, right? Animal Farm first, October 18th. Dogs of Fortune game will launch around 3 weeks after. Then the new drip UI, and then Scratchy by the end of the year. Okay. Um, so yeah, very, very awesome stuff here. And then after that, I guess coming in the first quarter of next year, the new drip contract. Okay, the contract that's going to be built on the current contract. Nothing's going to change to nothing's going to happen to the contract we have now. There's going to be another contract that's going to be built on top of it. That's going to, I guess there's going to be incentives for people to go into the reservoir or the faucet. I'm not exactly sure, but it's going to be like a second layer on top of the current faucet. So that'll be very interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens on that part. And then he talked about a tier 2 DAO. Like some of you guys are in the current DAO, like I'm in the current DAO. The entry into the current DAO as of today, I believe, is like $35,000. Now, I didn't pay $35,000 to get into that DAO because when I got in, the price of REAP was way lower, but it was still, it was still a pretty significant amount. But then as the price of REAP got higher, and now to get into that DAO was about 35,000. People were priced out; they couldn't get in. So, what's the benefit of being in that DAO? Well, you get inside information. I mean, not inside information, but you get a chance to hear from Forex a lot of times first. You do have access to certain pre-sales, and if there's other projects that are coming up, you'll have opportunities to get in, stuff like that. But people were priced out of that. So what he's going to do is he's going to launch a layer 2 for people that are priced out of that first DAO. They'll have an opportunity to get into this quote unquote tier 2 DAO, and they'll have access to a lot of cool stuff as well. I believe the way to get into that is there's going to be an NFT. You're going to have to get an NFT. Again, I got to get more information on that, and more clarification. But he was talking about NFTs and people holding NFTs to get into that tier 2 DAO. So we'll get more information on that if when it's time. Okay, right now the focus is on the Animal Farm, so this is not going to happen until after the Animal Farm anyway. But just know that there's going to be an opportunity for people to get into that. People who are priced out of I guess the original DAO. Okay. Um, he was talking about Drip being a low risk, high security protocol. Okay, which is awesome. Okay, that's what you want, a low risk, high security protocol. And then I believe someone asked him a question about, is he going to change the taxes, or is there going to be any modification to the original faucet? And then he said, no, there's that's not going to happen. He said he was going to stand firm on not making any changes to the contract because as a promise and guarantee to the community, he doesn't want to change anything. And that's awesome, guys, because so many contracts, so many all these different platforms, they change their deal once you get in. It's like for example, they say, hey, if you get into this platform, it's going to be A, B, C, and then you get in, and once you're in and your funds are already locked, you've already started talking about it, you've already started to build a team, then they kind of flip the switch and pull the rug on you and they say, oh, by the way, it's not going to work like ABC anymore. It's going to work like XYZ. And now you're sitting there like, that's not what I joined. Like, I did not, if I knew it was XYZ, I wouldn't have joined. I joined ABC. Now the platform is XYZ. That's just, that's one of the, I hate that. That's what happens in the space sometimes. It's just like an ugly thing that happens. And I hate when that happens. Okay. It's just, it's like you get the rug pulled out from under you. Like when I was growing up, back when I was in high school and a teenager, I used to run around like Times Square. So if you guys know, if you're from New York, you know where Times Square is, or if you've ever visited. And now Times Square back then isn't what it looks like now. Right now, you go there, it's like Disney. There's like a Disney store and all this other stuff. Back then, it was still kind of rough, and and I remember people. We used to come out of the subway, and first thing you see is those guys with the three card. You guys know what three card Monty is? They got the little cardboard box. They got the cards, and they're it's a way for them to kind of fool, I guess, tourists or anybody else that they can take money from. And it's like I feel like that's what happened. That's what it is when people, you get into a platform and then they switch it on you later. It's like, oh man, they got me. They got me with this three card Montish. And they got me right. And respect to Forex for not doing that. Okay, what he's doing is he's saying, look, this is what it is. This is what people join. We're not changing anything. And he was pretty firm on keeping the contract the way it is. Good, bad, or indifferent. The fact that he's going to keep it the way it is, that's huge. A lot of respect for him for doing that. Okay, so again, last post here was solid AMA for the next year and a half to 2 years. The drip ecosystem is going to have products rolling out, and that's powerful, guys. Okay, so again, one other thing he said is, look, don't buy the hype, buy the value. Don't buy the hype. Most people buy hype. Most people don't buy value, right? They get when there's a hype around something, that's when they buy, and then it dumps, and then they're all. You got to buy the value. If you see where this is going for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, it doesn't matter what the price is today. The price can go down to $6, $5, $4. You shouldn't waver in your belief on what it can be, because again, you're buying the value, not the hype. Now, again, easier said than done. I know most people aren't like that, but people that are going to whale up over the next 6 months to 12 months, those are people that are buying the value, not the hype. So we're going to see. There's going to be a new group of whales that are going to come out of this thing, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. So yeah, lots of stuff happening with the drip ecosystem. Just wanted to make a quick video to kind of lay it out for you on what's coming up, specific dates that were outlined on the AMA yesterday, and yeah, if you want to get into this, I will leave links down below. Of course, make your main position in the faucet because that's your daily passive income, and then branch off and get into the dog's game and the pig pen and the piggy bank and the garden, all that other stuff, right? Make the drip faucet your main hub and then get into everything else after that. At least that's what we've done. Like, we have a significant daily passive income coming in from the faucet. So now we can get into this stuff. We can get into the scratch sheet. We can get into the dogs of fortune. We can get into all this stuff. Why? Because we have, significant, daily passive income coming from the faucet. At least, but that's just me. Not a financial advice, of course. Not your financial advisor. Do what you want to do. But yeah, I'm excited and stoked about this. Hopefully, you are too. And that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed the update. Again, follow me on Telegram. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. And again, as always, do your own research. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.